Well, good morning. Today is Thursday, August 29th. Today's my nephew Tom, I call him Tommy, his 46th birthday. His dad is always going to be Tom. But I just have a Bubba Gump shirt on. Bubba Gump shirt. We went there when we went to the Mall of America, which, you know what? I really thought was going to be bigger. I don't know why. It, uh, It didn't meet my expectations. It was a nice mall, don't get me wrong, it really was. I did spend money, but I don't know, I just was picturing it different in my mind, I guess. But it's a place that you should go see if you're in Minnesota. It's pretty good. The Judy Garland Museum in Garden City, not so much. It was interesting enough, but like my daughter wanted to go because she's a big Wizard of Oz fan. It was just, it's one of those places you've been there once, been there, done that. But it was nice. Now, in Michigan, Greenfield Village, I could go there every year. I love it there. There's just so much to see. You can never see it all. And then go the next year and you'll go to the exact same things that you went to the year before and you'll see something that you missed the year before. It's a very interesting museum. So if you're ever in Michigan, it's in Dearborn, Michigan, Greenfield Village. Put that on your list of things you want to see. Another thing you want to see when you're in Michigan is you want to go to Mackinac Island. You want to go to Traverse City for the Cherry Festival. Ann Arbor's got a lot to see. They got an art fair every year. That's a good place to go. Detroit, go to Belle Isle, or take the bridge or the tunnel over to Canada, to Windsor. There's a lot you can do here. There's a lot. We have a pretty good zoo, too. Anyway, I gotta go for my walk now. When I get back, I have to follow Denise to a car dealer, no, to Bell Tire, I think it is, or yeah, I think it's Bell Tire. She has a nail in her tire, so she's got to get her tire replaced. Josh, in his very first outing with the car, ran over a nail. And so he's, I'm never driving again. I'm never driving again. I knew I shouldn't have got my license. It's like, it happens. It does happen. Tonight's our couples dinner, so we're going to go out to an Italian restaurant. Kind of looking forward to it. Like I said, Jim and I have been there since we dated. It was back in, it's really actually in East Point, which used to be called East Detroit, but then they changed their name to East Point because it was confusing, because if you live on the east side of West Woodward, you're considered an East Sider, and if you live on the west side of Woodward, you're considered a West Sider, and it was just confusing, so they changed their name to East Point. And it's just north of 8 Mile, if you know the song by Eminem. It is just north. It's a nice restaurant. I don't know why we haven't gone there. Birdie goes there all the time. Her and Ryan go there all the time. And it was her month to pick for the couples dinner, so she picked that. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. So I'm going to eat light. I know that earlier in the day, so that I can enjoy my dinner tonight. And I just, Fridays I don't eat a lot anyhow. I eat light on Fridays, so I can kind of get rid of the sodium tomorrow by drinking a lot of water. So, okay, I didn't really have much to chit-chat about today. Like I said, no birthdays other than Tommy. But, yeah. Oh, I'm going to go pick up the boys. I'm going to have Sebastian and Oliver. I do have Alyssa. She got here very early, so she's sleeping. Jim's still sleeping, too, because he's sick, because he had a couple sick days he was going to use. And then, that's it. Okay, let's go for a walk. This is the only upside to summer ending, is the mornings are cooler and it's nicer for a walk. Even though I am walking early because I got a lot to do this morning. But it's nice that I know that I don't have to jump right out of bed and get out here real early. But, okay, let's go. Okay, I'm home. I've walked 2.4 miles today. It's a beautiful day. I saw a couple people out, not too many. So I'm going to go put my chemicals in the pool. Part of my Sunday, Thursday regiment. And then go in and drink some water. And then after I drink my water, take a shower. And then get on with my day. I called Denise. I guess she wants me to follow her because the tire is really low. She's afraid that it's going to go onto the rim. I don't know why she just didn't call her road service and have them change the tire for her. You pay for it, you might as well use it. She said she didn't feel like waiting around, but you know what? She's waiting around for me. So I did sleep really well last night. That was nice. I love having the windows open and a nice cool breeze. And Jim doesn't like that the grass back here is now turning green because of all the rain. Because I always got to cut it. And so, see if I could talk to the animals here. I would talk here too. Let me get into the shade. I would talk to Willow and Aspen and see what they're thinking. Because I don't know what they're thinking. They finally know me now. They're just little puppies. So they don't bark at me every time I come out here now. So, oh, got a weed back here. Just happened to notice that. It's not looking good. Okay. Let's turn this on. Get on with our day. Talk to you in a bit.
Here's Aston, Michigan.
No,
Trying to get them to go outside.
Yeah, this is really.
Forget it.
building a car.
Yeah, this is, I'm risking
It's like, at least these two are talking to each other. They're playing the same game, I think. Are you
We're playing in like Assassin.
No.
I like the music.
Let's go eat.
I like the music.
Slice the watermelon for the kids. See if they like it. So I'm gonna start my breakfast. It is almost 1 o'clock, so it's time to eat. I dropped my teapot yesterday and broke my lid. Kind of bummed.
I am the king.
Anyway, I started my day with a prayer. I drank 50 ounces of water. My quote is, if you can remember why you started, then you will know why you must continue. To 23 points for the day. I have 4 points for my breakfast, 3 points for my Colby cheese stick, 1 point for 28 grams of turkey pepperoni, and 0 for my eggs, grapefruit, banana, tea, and watermelon. I've already planned out, because we're going out for dinner tonight, I'm going to have a cup of minestrone soup for 3 points. And I'm trying to figure out the antipasta salad. If I'm wrong on this, let me know, but I think it's 12 points. Just for a individual size. So I have 4 points left over just in case there's a dinner roll. I'll eat that without any butter on it. Well, Jim and I are going out to dinner. We're going to go meet some friends. Jim was working down the basement with Jimmy doing our basement. Oh, look how white I am now. There we go.
Before the end of the month. So,
all right, we gotta go.
I instructed my staff to do whatever it takes.
Well, I was just on Facebook and I noticed that Carrie and Corey over at Weight Watchers with Carrie, today's the anniversary. They didn't have it in my calendar. I think they thought they weren't going to get a song. I think they thought I wasn't going to sing. You're wrong. You are so wrong. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Happy, 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 happy anniversary. Happy, 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 happy anniversary. Well, happy anniversary, Carrie and Corey. I think it was 32 years. I think it was 32 years. I could be wrong. I know it was 30-something. They're going to go out for dinner. They're going to have a good night. I know they will. So we just got back from our restaurant. We had to go by Jim's old neighborhood where he grew up. And I told him we were pointing out places we used to work. And then the place where I got my wedding dress wasn't there anymore. And but then one place where he worked was there, but then another place that I worked was there. And then he used to work at Kentucky Fried Chicken when we were in high school. And I says, oh, right there, that's the Kentucky Fried Chicken that you worked in. He says, no, it was down the street. And I go, no, it was there. He says, no, it wasn't. I says, well, we'll ask Bertie, and whoever she agrees with, then that'll be right. And he said, yes. So when we got to the restaurant, and I asked Bertie, and I knew the street name. And so she says, oh, yeah, it was the one that was over on 8 Mile and Rex. And Jim says, no, it was over on Crusade. She says, no, that was Lum's. Yes, that's what I said, too, because that's where Barb worked. Because Jim worked at Kentucky Fried Chicken on Rex, and Barb worked at Lum's, which was on Crusade. It was those are the two streets that kind of kept them separate, you know, like the side streets. I was right. I'm always right. Don't argue with me. I'm always right. Not always. I like to think I am. And then he wanted to see his house. And so we drove by his house, and I thought, well, that was kind of a quick drive by. He's going on to the next block, and I go, where are you going? And he says, well, I'm going to see my house. I said, it's back there. You passed it up. He says, no, I didn't. I go, yeah, you passed it up. And then when we came up to the next side street, he says, you know what? I passed up my house. I said, yeah, because it doesn't look anything like yours. So we turned around and we went to look at it. And no, it was major changes. It was major changes, because he used to have an awning, and the awning was gone. He used to get to a porch to the side. Now it went right up the front. He had like a bay window before, and they took the bay window out. He used to have a regular bathroom window, and it was a glass block bathroom window now. It just looks sad. And the street had speed bumps. Speed bumps on a side street, on a residential street. So I'm thinking, they must be flying down that block. So we saw his house. I don't dare go look at my house where I grew up, because that neighborhood is really rough. And I'll be honest with you, I'd be afraid to go there. I really would. It's just, it's sad, because it was such a nice neighborhood, and now it's just really bad. But anyway, the restaurant was just as nice as we remembered. Jim says, we're going to have to come back here again, because the food was really good. I did get a Maurice salad, and I gave it 12 points. I have to tell you, I think I kind of was generous on the points, because I just got a small individual salad, and you know, I like my salads better. I'll be honest with you, I like my salads better. I don't think between the meat and the cheese there was a 4 ounces altogether, or an ounce altogether of each one. I think that it was mostly lettuce, and they had like some shredded cabbage in it, which was good. And then I probably had, no, maybe it was, maybe a slice of cheese and maybe a slice of each type of lunch meat, you know, julienne put in the salad. It was a good salad, it really was. And the soup, the minestrone soup, was delicious. It was actually, and then Jim ordered it too, but he didn't like the carrots because they were whole carrots. Not whole, but you know, like not diced, sliced carrots. And so he took all his carrots out and put it into my soup, which was all the more for me. So I had that. And then I did have 2 breadsticks. And then I had 2 glasses of iced tea. And they put so much ice in the first glass of iced tea, and they only give you 2 refills for free. So I asked for my second glass for my refill. I asked if I could have it without ice, and so they brought me a glass of tea, iced tea, but no ice, obviously. And my glass was completely empty except for the ice. And I got 2.5 glasses out of it. That's how much ice was in there. All places are, you know, do that. I usually order it without ice, even though you get free refills. Trying to catch a waitress or a waiter or server, I think they're called servers now, trying to catch one because they're so busy. They got them doing so much stuff. They're not just serving food now. I think they're prepping the salads, and they're doing a lot more than they used to do. Before, they just were a waiter or a waitress. But now they're a server, and they do everything. So I usually order it without ice, but I didn't even think of it. But anyway, it was a good time had for all. We had a good time. And then Bertie had to leave to go to her grandson's football game, because his first game was tonight. And that's about it. Watched the boys play games on their computers, and then we watched a little bit of their videos on YouTube. Alyssa, just pretty much, I never showed you Alyssa. Yeah, because she was in bed most of the day. I said, you know what, girl, you're going to have to start practicing getting up, because next week's going to come really early, and you got to leave for school at 10 to 7, because her mom works and drops her off at a friend's house, and then she takes the bus with her friend to school, because she doesn't start school till, I think it's 8:05, something like that. But soon enough, the buses are practicing going up and down the streets and learning their routes and things like that. But that's about it for tonight. I know it was kind of a boring video today, but I feel pretty good that I stayed within my points. Everybody got cannolis for dessert. Not this girl. I said pass. So, and it did look good. It really looked good. It really did look good. So, anyway, that's it for tonight. Give me a like. Give me a comment. Subscribe. Share. See you tomorrow.